This is Les Brown. I want to talk to you about fighting for the life that you want. And that's something that we're looking at with admiration with the people in Ukraine. These people are fighting. And it's really like David and Goliath. He had 5 stones, but he only used one. And I think that was the stone of determination, the stone of faith, the stone of perseverance. When you think about where things are there's several things that come up for me here. That we have a similar situation right here in the United States. You know, we're dealing with police departments who, for the most part, they are serving people. They serve and protect the dominant culture, but people of color, they terrorize and murder. It's a whole different thing. And there was something I remember by Claude McKay. Where is that paper? I saw something by Claude McKay, and it reminded me of these powerful words by Claude McKay. It was something that Claude McKay did. He was a poet from Jamaica, went to New York, and it was a piece that Claude McKay did called If We Must Die. I want to find that piece because it speaks to where if you want to have something in life, you got to be willing to go to the line for it. You got to be willing to fight for it. Frederick Douglass said something that I love very much. He said, power concedes nothing without a demand. People that dominate you and that control you, they're not just going to give that up and walk away. No, you got to fight, and you've got to be willing to fight to the death in order to get the things that you want. Give me the Claude McKay piece that we were talking about earlier. And so when you look at where you are, anything that has any value that you want to create in your life, it's something else. Frederick Douglass said, he said, we might not get everything we fight for, but everything we get, there will be a fight. So when you think about your life in and out of the pandemic, and that there are forces, white supremacists, that infiltrate the majority of police stations and operations in the country, that we have to be willing to fight for what we want. And people trying to turn back the hands of time, trying to deny us the opportunity to vote, working relentlessly to deny marginalized people opportunities in an unequal environment. It's a continuous fight. And so I want to focus on something about this. This is symbolic. One, the recklessness of Putin, that there are people in life, short-term thinking, driven by ego, that think that they can just bully and pounce on people and think that everybody will stand by and watch. Something that one rabbi said that I love very much. He said, when something happens, 3 things are going on. One, there's the perpetrator, and they're the victims, and they're the witnesses. And the question is, who's the worst? And the answer is the witnesses. People who stand by and do nothing. People who stand by and say nothing. And one of the great things about what's going on now in this country and around the world, that people have awakened. I remember the demonstrations, and I found it hard-worthy when George Floyd was murdered by a cop and the cops that were with the murderer. They stood back and they watched. At any point in time, they could have intervened and said, come on, it's 4 of us and 1 of him. He's handcuffed, he's down, and we're on top of it. But they didn't do that because they don't recognize your humanity. When you're in a country that does not recognize your humanity, and that most certainly is in America, then it's a different kind of environment. When you come from home, you are terrorized. You face when you're driving, that you're in an environment where you're going to be terrorized or murdered by those who are sworn to protect and to serve. And so when you have goals and dreams that you want to achieve, there are systems that are put in place to deny you, to destroy your sense of self, and to demonize you. And the way that you overcome that, you got to fight. I'm encouraged, I'm inspired by what's taking place in the Ukraine. That those Ukrainians have said, no, this is not the life that we want. We want the life that we are now experiencing. We don't want someone to control our destiny. That's powerful. That's encouraging. God is in the midst of all this stuff as we watch, as we observe. And I'm saying to you, as you look at yourself, look at your goals, that everything you want to do, if it's changing your life, if it's having your own business, if it's bouncing back from a setback, and many people have experienced that. Many people have lost their businesses, have gone through foreclosure, gone through evictions. Many people, their businesses have gone under, but something that Willie Jolly said, that a setback, come on Willie, a setback is a setup for a comeback. You got comeback power. And when you know that, I remember when I was on the ropes dealing with 4th stage cancer, that those words stayed in my mind. I remember the words of Bob Proctor, who just passed a couple of weeks ago, that Bob talked about your mindset and your willingness to do what's required to move your life forward to achieve the things that you want to achieve. It's going to take everything in you. A.L. Williams said, all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. And since Bob Proctor's transition, I've been reflecting on my own life, because we all have an expiration date. And I ask myself constantly, if you had your life to live over again, Les, could you have done more than what you have done thus far? And the truth is, yes. I'm ashamed. I could have done more. And I'm still here. I still got some time. I can still speak. I can still make a difference. Somebody said, why don't you do something other than just speak? To do something where you can have some fun. I said, are you kidding me? I have fun speaking. Are you kidding me? I have a ball changing lives. I want you to think about this. Live your life in the way that you want to live your life. When it's time for me to go, I will still be speaking. Come on, somebody. Well, oh, behave. Yes! And I have a lot of fun. We did some training in Orlando, and I was masked up. I got a plastic mask. I got all kind of masks up in here. Let me tell you something. Nobody's hooked up more than me. And we had a ball. I got, I got masks. See here, homemade playing. Where's my plastic mask? I got everything up in here. When I came in there, they said, what was that guy's name? I forgot. The Silence of the Lambs. I got everything up in here. Yeah, where's my plastic mask? Hey, Mamie. Oh, here it is. I got everything, honey. Look here. This is how I'm going to the airport today. I'm going back to Atlanta. So this is what I'm doing. I don't even fly anymore. But I had to come do my seminar. So this is what I got going, okay? All right, okay. And then, in addition to this, I got everything, baby! You want that movie to call The Silence of the Lambs?
That's
So, look here. If a dog sneezes around me, I'll get up and run. But let me tell you something. So I'm masked up. Do you hear me, homie, playing? Listen to this. This is by Claude McKay. This is a bad boy. He's a bad brother. This is not the front of it. If we must die, where's that? No, no, no. Oh, this is the small print up to the top. All right. Listen to this. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot, while around us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accused lot. Winston Churchill, he loved this. He said, if we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men we'll fight the murderous cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but fighting back. Come on, somebody. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, when you look at that, they got people, senior citizens like me, making Molotov cocktails. Am I right?
Yeah, they have a factory.
They have a factory doing it in their garages. Everybody. I mean, there are men who've taken their families, the women, across the border, and then they come back to fight for the life that they want. And there are people sitting around just watching. Let me share something with you. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Have they not been willing to fight? And trust me, the people who are watching, they admire them and say, wait a minute, these people are fighting. They're not just letting Putin with his crazy self just come in and take over the country because he wanted to. They're putting up a fight. The people are standing in front of tanks. Say, no, you're gonna run me over? Do what you need to do. But we're gonna fight you. And then those Russian troops, many of them don't even know why they're there. Some of them say they've been driving around to run out of gas because they don't want to fight these Ukrainians. They were lied to. And so when you think about this place, what we're watching at this time, as if the pandemic wasn't enough, now this madness. And you better believe, even though it's thousands of miles away, it's affecting our collective consciousness. What happens to any of us happens to all of us, even though it's thousands of miles away. Oh boy, no man is an island, no man stands alone. When you think about where we are in this point in time, I'm encouraging all of you for your prayers and support of the Ukrainian people, and for us to reflect on our own lives and our own battles that we have here. We have our own stuff here, where police departments are being run and controlled by white supremacists. We got our own stuff here. And I say to you that when they know that we mean business, that you're not going to just continue to terrorize us and murder us and get away with it like you've been doing for centuries, trust me on this. They're going to begin to respect us, saying, no, they're not being pushed around and looked past, and they are willing to stand up for each other. That's it. And they fear if the Ukraine joins NATO, and that's the message I want to talk to you about right now. They fear Russia don't want Ukrainians to join NATO. Why? Because if you attack any of us, you attack all of us. And there's a message in that this is a time that you want to develop a mindset of liberation, a mindset of determination, and you want to develop your skill set, learning all that you can. And because if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. But the other piece that's major is developing strategic relationship alliances. That's why I'm talking to you now. They don't want them to join NATO, because if you affect and impact or attack anybody in NATO, you got to fight all of them. And he doesn't want to see that happen. He doesn't want them to do that. And when we come together around our values, come together with a determination to stand up for a better future for our children, when we develop strategic alliances, communities of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships, there's some power in that. Because you can't make it by yourself in this thing called life. There could always be some battles. There's some evil people in this world. And I don't have to tell you that, you know that. And you have to protect yourself from them. I remember when I was working at WVKO radio station in Columbus, Ohio, and Eddie Saunders, who was the assistant program, no, he was the program director for a long time. And Eddie was the vice general of the radio station. And he used to box, and Eddie was in his 70s and I was in my 20s. And I said, Eddie, I heard you used to box. He said, yes. I said, you know what? I think I'll just run over there and slap you side the head, see what you do. He said, come on. He said, you might run over here, but you will limp back. I said, okay, Eddie. Eddie Saunders said, I ain't scared of you. You run over here, you gonna limp back, young man. You know, young broom sweep clean, but old broom nowhere to go. So this is a historic time. I'm watching this. I'm pulling for the Ukrainians. And you know, the Orange Man and all his munions and these, you know, these spineless people today, they should write a book called Profiles in Cowardice. I remember a book was written called Profiles in Courage. Well, we're living in a time we got politicians talking out both sides of their neck because they're afraid of the Orange Man. And I've said to you, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and of love and of sound mind. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Look around at the people in your life. Who is it that you need to build a deeper relationship with? And who is it that you need to walk away from those relationships? Why? Because they're not good for you. They bring no value in your life. I'm cleaning house. You hear me? I'm cleaning house because I found myself giving more in a relationship and they brought zero. There are people who are always there when they need you, but when you need them, you can't find them. And you have to ask yourself the question, in these places where we are right now, you got to ask the question, who should I count on? And who should I count out? Who should I count on and who should I count out? And as you look at yourself, look at your goals and look at your dreams, you want to watch people. Give them 90 days to prove who they are. Watch and observe them. Don't just take any and everybody in. Something Jim Rohn said, he said, you look at your life and he said, it's either a warning or an example. A warning of what not to do or an example of what to do. Even when this is over, Orange Man's boyfriend, Putin, he has now jacked himself up. He's in a corner right now. And he had short thinking and said, you know what? I had no idea what I was doing, what I did then. He's thinking about how can I save face? But see, there's some kind of damage that you can do that won't be forgotten. Even if they stop right now, people are not going to forget this. No, he's going to be paying for this until he takes his last breath, and the people who supported him in that. So it's very important. Do unto others as you will have others to do unto you. Go, Ukrainians, go, go, go. That's what I'm talking about. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story. and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. I know they're going to win. They will snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. The world is standing with you. I want to talk to you about taking charge of your life. This is a time that people are literally taking charge of their lives because they know that life, it does not have any warranty. There are no guarantees. And you have to take charge. What do you want to do with your life? People are rethinking their lives in and out of the pandemic. What do you look like? What does your life look like? How do you want to do life after this? I thought that we were coming to the end of the Delta virus, and then there's something else, an Omicron, something else totally different. And they're trying to figure out what will be the negative impact of that. And we're living under a lot of fear and uncertainty and a lot of stress. And we were not built for this 24/7. We weren't built for this. That now we have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to find peace, to build stronger relationships, stronger family ties, to turn to each other rather than on each other, to stay focused on some goal, some skill that we can develop, something that we want to do, some impact we want to make with our lives, rather than just running scared. We're here to do a work, the greater work. You have something special. You got greatness in you. And you have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to find out what is that greater work? What does that look like? And let me be about my Father's business. Let me be engaged in doing something. And this is what people want. The reason that many people who've been told, oh, you don't have to come in now. And then they said, okay, you can come on in now. It's safe. And there are people saying, no. They said, I want to do something that's me. And that's a good thing. Doing something that's you. It's unthinkable for some of you saying, I don't want to die a life doing something 40 hours a week or 60 hours a month. That's not me. I want to do something that resonates with me, with my heart, with the things that I know that I have within myself to do, but through procrastination, through fear, through being in a toxic, negative environment, through my not having confidence in myself. And I know about that. For 14 years, I didn't do what I'm doing because I didn't believe in me. I didn't have the confidence because I don't have a college education. I didn't think that I can compete with people with PhDs and MBAs. And being labeled educable, mentally retarded, and put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, and failed again at the 8th grade at Booker T. Washington High School in Miami, Florida, where Michael Baptiste is from. I did not think that I had the ability to do what I'm doing. And so here's what I'm challenging you to do. Number one, get a larger vision of yourself. I want you to live from where you see yourself going. Did you hear what I said? Live from that place. See where you're going. See yourself being there and experiencing what that's like. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. You want to focus on where you are going. And yes, there are things going on around us. Yes, there are going to be other viruses, but don't allow the corrosion of a virus of lack of vision to take your life away. You want to hold a vision of where you're going and what you want out of life. Most people are just trying to get through life. You want to have a mindset of what you want to get out of life because you can, and because that's why we are here. The other thing is, you got to upgrade your skill set. That in order to live the kind of life that you envision for yourself, you got to ask yourself the question, What is it I have going for me? And in my case, I looked at myself and I had to ask, what is it you have going for you? What is it that people compliment you on? What is it that comes to you naturally? What is it that you could do it and it's no big deal, but you do it well? I've had people say, you know what? What? You ought to be a comedian. I said, why? Because you're funny. Who else talks to a squirrel at 77? Well, you leave Tyrone out of this, okay? And so, I mean, there are people around you that see some stuff and they have some value, and you perhaps is no big deal to you because it's you. And you can monetize that. This is the time. This is an entrepreneur's dream. Why? Because you want to have the mindset of getting your piece of the pie. Write this down. What's my piece of the pie? See, money has not left the planet. And some of that money that's out here, it's got your name on it. There's some products, there's some ideas, there's some inventions. There's some stuff in you that you can monetize. And you want to think about that. What is it that I got going for me? What is it I'm bringing to the table? That's what you want to do. What is it that you're known for, that you're good at? And something that you enjoy so much, you'll do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. We know that life has no guarantee. Life, it's uncertain. Life, it's unpredictable. Life, it's coming for us every day. It's saying, I ain't playing with you. It's going to take us out. One way or the other, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody's figured out how to get out of here alive. So you want to live life now. You don't want to die an unlived life. You want to have the kind of courage that Michael Baptiste has. Just get a one-way ticket somewhere and figure it out. Didn't even know how to speak the Thai language and went there and set up camp. Come on now. That's a bad boy. That's a bad young brother up in here. And life is about walking by faith and not by sight. It's about taking a chance on you. You are the money. You are the people worry about, that we can't find enough people to work on the jobs that's available. You know why? Because they don't want to do those jobs. They want and are looking for something that's them. That's what's happening with the majority of people. They're reflecting on their lives and they're asking themselves, does this work for me? Is this me? And if the answer is no, then do you. Don't die an unlived life. Take a chance on you. Oh, but Les, I don't have any money. Okay, find somebody who's got some money that will invest in you. Find something that you love so much, that's your passion, that you master, that you are so good at it that you can't be ignored, and that you can attract some investors. But I don't know how to do it. You don't have to know how to do it. Leap and grow your wings on the way down. You don't have to know. Figure it out. Or get somebody to help you. Two heads are better than one. Come on, anybody can come up with excuses. Life is not about excuses. Life is about results. If you agree with me, I want you to put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section. How many of you are ready to take a chance on you? Put in there, I am. I want to see that. I am. Because it's that kind of place where we are right now. This is a strange place. I say this every day. This is different. Every day. And I'm 77. Every day. You wonder, what's going to happen next? And I'm saying to you, the future belongs to those who create it. That's what's going to happen. What you create. That's what's going to happen for you and for the people that you love and for the people that you care about. That when you bet on you, when you decide, wait a minute, I'm going to try something differently. But I don't know how to do it. Learn. I didn't know how to do what I'm doing now, but I was willing to focus my time, my effort. I was willing to invest in myself. I was willing to find someone that was doing it on the level that I wanted to do it. And I said, hey, Mike Williams, who wrote the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. Hey, would you teach me? He said, are you willing to put your your money where your mouth is? Yeah. I want to do that. And so as you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams, you are the money. Bet on you. Invest in you. Increase your value. And don't put it off. Because the clock is ticking. It's ticking. There goes a second. There goes another second. There goes another second. And all the power in the world can't bring it back. Life ain't playing with us. And so we should be serious. This conversation is not for everybody. This is for people who know that life is serious, who want to live before they die, who don't want to die an unlived life. This conversation for people who want to see the world before they leave the world. This conversation is for people who say, I'm not mentally fit to work for somebody doing something that's not me for the rest of my life. This conversation is for somebody who said, I'm going to do what I can with what I have. This conversation ain't for everybody because most people are spectators. What do you mean by that, Les? Most people are fans. The reason that you're listening to me is because you've said, I want more. Many of you are in relationships that's already reached its expiration date and just have not conjured up the courage to say, I'm tired of dying with you. I want to do something else. I'll never forget, I was in Chicago and I used to go there and do motivational events at Christ Universal Temple Church, and there was a couple that always came to see me, and I saw this guy sitting on one side and his wife seated on the other, and I said, hey man, why aren't you seated with your wife? And he said, she left me. I said, she left me? He said, yes. She said that she didn't want to be with me anymore, so she left the relationship. I said, oh man, I said, I'm sorry to hear that. And so I went over and I talked to her for a little while. I said, what's up? I don't mean to get in your business up in here, but I'm going to get in here. Y'all used to come here together. Why'd you leave him? And she said, he didn't want anything. That's why. He didn't want anything. I wanted more than what we had. And he was fine with what we had. And I wasn't willing to settle for what we had. Why should we settle for fine when we can do great? You said we have greatness in you. Okay, fantastic. Let's live a great life, not just come here and hear Les Brown and go home and do the same thing. He didn't want anything, so that's why I left. Wow. And there's some value in that. And I'm not trying to break up relationships, but when you're around somebody that they don't want anything, it affects you. They don't have any goals. They don't have any dreams. They're not reaching for anything. They're not learning. They're not on a path of self-awareness. They don't have something that's in their mind, in their heart. If they don't have some obsession of something they want to do with their lives, that energy that they have, it's flat. It doesn't inspire you. It doesn't encourage you. You're not bringing out the greatness in each other. That's dangerous. That's as dangerous as the Omicron virus, the virus of mediocrity. That's dangerous because you're already dead. You're living a life that's not worthwhile. And so when you think about how fragile things are, we have to rethink going to the grocery store, sitting in the parking lot and making sure that your mask is on tight. Scared to go into restaurants, or if you go in and you mask up and you're afraid that somebody might come with a mask around their face. As I saw on television the other day, a guy had a gun and walked up to this couple and he showed his gun and asked for the lady's purse and their rings, and then he walked out with his hoodie. So now we're scared of the virus, and now we're of people who will rob us of our hard-earned money, that when you go to pump gas, you got to look around, see who's watching you. All these different layers of craziness, unlike anything we've seen before. And so this is a time where first we got to work on our mind. We got to decide what with this time that I have left, what is it that I want to do? How is it that I can find some meaning and significance and I don't want to live a fear-driven life. No. I want to enjoy life. I want to travel. I want to be able to live a life that counts, that matters. Does that make sense to you? Put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section. Here's something else. Keep drama to a minimum. There's some people who have a propensity for drama. They'll cause you problems. They'll compromise your health. I'm telling you what I know. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been going to Cancer Centers of America for several years, and they said, for the first time, Mr. Brown, your white blood cells, your army that protects your immune system, they've been depleted to a very large extent. I say, they have? Yes. That's the first time that ever happened. This is a book I read called Who's the Matter with Me? I had to stop and think. They said, and they gave me some things to do, but I had to say, what's different? They've never told me this before. They said, it never happened before. And I'm thinking, what happened? I've been dealing with some drama. Unnecessary stuff that's not mine. Trying to help somebody who didn't want to help themselves. And I had to let that go because it was stressing me out. And here's what happens. Look, they did this study. It's out right now. People are going into places that deal with cancer, with advanced cancer. Advanced cancer. Why? Because of stress. Stress kills. How many of you know that stress can turn your hair gray overnight? How many of you know that if you're in a stressful situation, you're going to sleep in your house and you got grown people living with you, you have to lock your door. And they've created a toxic, negative energy environment, acting like you owe them something. That can age you. People say, you look good for 77. Yes, I do. It's no accident. It's intentional. It's intentional. I work at it. And I had to make a decision. I let my guard down. I had to make a decision. Hey, you got to go. There's some people, even if it's your grown children, they got to go. Don't make somebody an option, a priority who's made you an option. Don't try and make decisions to help somebody who don't want to help themselves. And proving that to you again and again and again and again and again and again. Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing in the same way, expecting a different outcome. I was doing the same thing in the same way, hoping this time would be different. In that context, hope is not a method. It's not a method. At some point in time, you got to face the reality that some people are not serious about being serious about their lives. And you can't care more about somebody living a successful, prosperous, joy-filled life than them. Some people love drama. They thrive on it. And I had to have a conversation with myself. And hey, come on, man. What's up with you? Your white blood cells have been depleted. You better take on some action steps to strengthen your army, your immune system. Otherwise, you're going to let this drama take you out. How many of you know I know what I'm talking about? And if you agree with me, put yes in the comment section. Put yes in the comment section right now. I ain't playing with you. I'm keeping it real, as young folks say. Put yes in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. That if you allow family members and friends to stress you out, to rob you of your health is your wealth. You got to wage a war and say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. No. I'm sorry. No, that won't get it. Oh no, just give me another shot. No. You have burnt those out. You've done that. You ain't gonna take me out and then show up at my funeral. Oh, I miss you. Oh, no. I miss him. He was such a good man. He was such a good man. I miss him. He was such a good man. You can always depend on him saying, you got to be hungry. Oh, he's gone now. He ain't hungry no more. Come on. No. Sometimes you got to say no and mean it and stick to it and say yes to you, yes to peace of mind, yes to your good health, yes to living a life of joy, of prosperity, of being engaged in life and living a life on your terms, free of drama. If you believe that you deserve that, if you can feel me, I just want you to put yes in the comment section. Am I talking to myself? Put yes in the comment section. I want to see. And if you can feel it, put some flames. I want to see some fire, some flames. Say you're on fire. Let me see some flames up in here. And I've been thinking, as George Wallace, the comedian, would say, I be thinking. And sometimes you can just get so caught up in other people's drama. And this is something that I was working with someone coaching, and I asked her, how did you get in this situation? You know what she said? This is what she said. 3 words. I forgot me. Whoa. Have you ever been in a situation? Have you ever been in a relationship? Have you ever been in an toxic environment that was so consuming, so overwhelming, so dominant that you forgot you, that you gave your power away? Put some flames up here. I want to see something. Set the computer on fire. Not literally, but let me see some flames up in here if you agree with me. That she said, I forgot me. I forgot me. I was taking care of everybody, but I wasn't taking care of me. I forgot me. I forgot what I wanted, who I am, and what my life is about and what I stand for and what makes me happy and what brings me joy, I forgot me. I forgot me. Boy, I forgot me. And now I'm working on me, on my health. I'm here because of God's grace and mercy, and I don't believe in making God work overtime unnecessarily. No, I'm going to do my part. He's done his part. He got me here. I'm here because of his grace and mercy. Oh, yeah, I forgot me. Boy, she said that gave me cheer bumps. I forgot me. Have you ever forgotten yourself? That you gave yourself over to your marriage and it was only one way, or you gave up everything for your children and they didn't appreciate it. Everything is a year but. Don't value you. Don't appreciate you. A year but. Some of y'all know about that year but. Oh. So I'm building a community hungry for greatness, of people who are hungry for greatness, of people who think like me, people who have some things that they want to do, people who want to focus on them. If you're that kind of person, I want you to go to hungryforgreatness.org.
And let's talk about your upbringing. And you had everything stacked against you growing up to become the man that you are. How did you get there? I mean, what happened as a young man?
Hungry.
Yeah, talk to me about what happened to you as a young boy and how it evolved.
That's why I wrote this book, You Gotta Be Hungry. Because when I graduated from high school, and just show you, that's 1963, a white high school dropout had more of a chance of getting a job than a black college graduate. Would be the last hired and the first fired. Today, Federal Reserve issued some statistics yesterday. A white high school dropout makes 3 times more than a black college graduate. The system is stacked against the average person. In order to make it, you gotta be hungry. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People
Can you say that one more time, Les? Because you broke up just a little bit.
People that are hungry. Yes, you got to be hungry. People that are hungry are relentless. They are unstoppable. They will find a way to win. My mother was interviewed when I had a talk show, and a reporter asked her, "How did you know when you took in 7 children as orphans and then adopted them? How did you know that you'd be able to do that? You never had kids before." And she said, and I'll never forget, she said, "I didn't believe I was in it by myself. I believe that the Lord will make a way somehow." And everything that I take on all through my life, when I get up in the morning, my affirmation to myself is, "Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it." I believe everything that I've done, everything that I've taken on, everything that I've experienced, that I believe that He's never left me. He said, "I'll never leave you nor forsake you." And so I feel that when we do the best that we can, God will do what we can. Now, I do have moments when I feel like Mother Teresa, who said, "Lord, I know you know how much I can bear. I just wish you didn't have so much confidence in me.
Keep loading it up.
Yes, I just wish you didn't have so much confidence in me. My God. When I was diagnosed 27 years ago with prostate cancer and told that it metastasized to 7 areas of my body, including my spine, and Cancer Centers of America just told me a few weeks ago, do you realize, Mr. Brown, Dr. Taha from Pakistan, that you are experiencing 4th stage cancer? So I said, yes. And it metastasized to 7 areas of the body. I said, yes. And I smiled. He said, why are you smiling? I said, 7 is my lucky number. Now, when Dr. Alfred Golson was an oncologist from Howard University, he told me, he said, Mr. Brown, you have prostate cancer. And I said, can you give me a second opinion? He said, yes. And you're ugly too. I said, I know you didn't just call me ugly. He said, yes. And then Eric, he said, but you got this. You got this. We determine the diagnosis. God determines the prognosis. Here's what I learned in that moment. That was a defining moment for me. When we laugh, our mind shuts down. That's why when I train speakers, laughter is a very important part of the speaking process. Why? Because your mind shuts down, but the heart opens up. And he spoke with conviction, you got this. And I left there not with a heart full of fear, because the word cancer is the most feared word in 7 different languages. I left there with a heart full of faith, knowing I got this. And so that, I remember with Dr. Norman Cousins, he said, we have to be defiant when things happen to us in our lives. That doctors should not tell people they are terminally ill. What they should say is, my ability to help you has terminated. Now you need to explore some other options. And I believe in alternative as well as traditional. But what's most important, our mindset, that what we are dealing with right now, we got this. We got this.